Welcome into the LL Sports Update Show. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Yes. He's Jeff Reinhart. I'm John Walk. It is District 3 Football Championship Week. We have Manheim Central and Manheim Township playing in district title games on Friday and Saturday. We're going to lead off now with the Barons and Governor Mifflin in the 5A game Friday. Tell us about it.
Wow. Raise your hand if you thought Harrisburg would be there. Wow. Upset. Congrats, Governor Mifflin. Mustangs are here. They knock off Harrisburg, #1 in the state. Undefeated. Cougars were, all those college kids and Micah Parsons, and they were a great story all season. But Mifflin got it done in the rain last Saturday. Mustangs win 26-14. So here's Mifflin back in a district final for the third time. Manheim Central, Barons got a chance to see the semifinal against Cocalico last week. Great game, 21-20, went down to the end. Sad injury to report. Tyler Flick, Manheim Central's terrific running back, 1,400-yard rusher, and a good defender too. Elbow injury, bad elbow injury. Had to wheel him off the field. He's done. We confirmed this week that it's bad. It's a bad elbow injury.
Done for the year.
Done for the year. He's finished. So may or may not have surgery in the near future. So get well soon, Tyler. Sorry about that. Gio Lester, keep an eye on him to get more carries here against Mifflin. Rush for 95 and a touchdown with more carries against Cocalico. He's a bigger back. Flick is more of a bounce and find the hole. Lester will run between the tackles.
He'll wear you down.
He will. So I still think Central's going to be just fine. 21st District 3 final appearance for Manheim Central. They were there last year, lost to Harrisburg. 16 championships for the Barons, which is a D3 record. So
Sweet 16.
Amazing. Winner here will get either Hollidaysburg out of District 6 or Gateway out of the Whitfield. They play this weekend in the other 5A game. So that'll be next week, probably in Altoona range. So we'll see if the Barons can make it 17. Wow. Did want to mention their passing attack. Evan Simon, another big game, passing the ball. He's been fantastic. Last 4 games, Evan Simon, 1,001 passing yards and 13 touchdowns in the last 4 weeks. So Central's passing attack has been great. They'll be tested here. Isaac Ruas, terrific running back for Mifflin, 1,700 rushing yards, school record, 28 touchdowns. We got a chance to see him against Township.
He ran all over Township.
He did, 200-yard night. He was fantastic. So Central's D will be tested by Mifflin's rushing attack. Should be fun. Barons and Mustangs, Friday night, Hershey Park. See you there. Okay, got a chance to be over at Manheim Central this week. Talked to some folks. Irene Snyder got a chance to catch up with Manheim Central coach Dave Hahn and with Jake Novak, their outstanding wide receiver. And here are those interviews with Irene. Take it away.
Okay, Jake, talk to me about your performance so far this season and if you think there's any areas where you had improvement.
Well, our team, we struggled in the beginning setting up a run game at first and the pass game. But now, once we get our run game going, that opens up the pass game. So I think we've really grown running the ball, and it helped us open up passing the ball.
And then what is your role this coming Friday in the big game?
Don't drop a pass and don't let them catch a pass. I've never won a district title, so it's really a huge goal for our whole team, and no one on our team has. And get Coach on his first district title will be huge.
So I just interviewed Jake Novak. Talk to me about his performance so far this season.
Jake's been an all-star for us. He's and he was an all-star last year, and he's continued on that same track that he had last year. He's kind of been our go-to guy. We need a first down. We knew we can go to Jake. He runs great routes. He catches the ball. He's aggressive. So he's a Baron.
And what's his role offensively and defensively this coming Friday in the game?
He's going to continue to be a go-to guy for us as a receiver. Defensively, he's going to play corner and our safety. And then he's heavily involved in special teams too. So Jake's a senior. He doesn't want to come off the field much, and we really don't want him off the field because he's a winner.
Okay, Irene, thanks for that. Barons, Mustangs, Friday night, District 3 5A final. Saturday night, back at Hershey Park Stadium, 6 o'clock kick. The 6A championship, Manheim Township. Blue Streaks are there. They will take on Cumberland Valley. Tell us about that game.
Yeah, Manheim Township's first trip to a District 3 title game. They did play at Hershey Park before, back in 2012, first round of districts against Lower Dauphin, when Lower Dauphin was getting their field renovated. That was a first round game. So it's technically the second time at Hershey Park Stadium. I know we've been saying first, but went back at the archives and checked that out. But anyway, yeah, Cumberland Valley has been here plenty of times. And again, they get it done with their wing T running attack, man. It's been their bread and butter for years and years and years on end. I think there's a Manheim Township assistant who was telling me earlier this week that he was an assistant back in 2000, 2001 and faced them, and they were running the same thing that they're running today. So Cumberland Valley is going to come to the line, wing T offense. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball, and then they're going to run the ball, and then maybe they'll pass. They'll probably run. So Township is their defense is going to have to prepare for that. Good thing though, there Township faced a wing T offense in week 2 against Southwestern. So granted, Cumberland Valley runs the wing T a lot better than Southwestern does, but at least Township has seen it before, so the defenders will know assignment football there and know what they're doing. Other side of the ball, we flip it here. Cumberland Valley brings in a 4-4 defense. I was privileged enough to be able to sit in on film study on Monday with Township, and just judging by what I saw there, Cumberland Valley, they're not going to bring a lot of pressure. They're going to bring their 4 guys up front, and then they're going to sit back and they're going to wait for you to make mistakes. Interesting thing there, quarterback Luke Emge, the Harvard commit for Manheim Township. He has the bevy of wide receivers, Reese Bender, Hilton Ridley, and Xavier Roman, among others. Those guys are going to have to hold on to the ball. The reason I say that, Cumberland Valley, their safety, Charlie Katcher, not sure if I'm pronouncing the last name correctly.
Phenomenal.
He's a Penn State commit. And judging by what I saw on film and what Coach Evans was telling me about him, Katcher absolutely brings the lumber, and it's a point of emphasis this week for the Township wide receivers to hold on to that ball. Evans was just telling his guys, like, hey, it's a lot better to get smacked across the middle and get a first down. It doesn't hurt as much, but that dude's going to bring the wood, whether it be on tackles or on pass breakups or pass defending plays anyway. So that's something to watch out for there. Okay, a couple fun facts I wanted to throw out there.
Fire away.
First time for Mark Evans to make it to a District 3 title game since 2001 when he was the Elko coach. I believe that was a AA game. They lost that one by a couple scores, I believe. So this is his first trip back to a district title game. Interesting thing there as far as Township hiring Coach Mark Evans 5 or 6 years ago. One of the first things he did, he went to after the midget A team, B team, I guess somewhere in Township won their titles there. He was telling those guys, hey, you're not going to get a banner for winning A team championships or B team championships. What you're going to get a banner for is winning section titles, District 3 titles. Those A team and B teamers, they're now juniors and seniors this year. So they've been hearing this from Coach Evans for 5 or 6 years. They're finally at this point, and they're looking to become the first team to win District 3 gold there. And one more win for Township will set the program record for most wins in a season. Wow. They're tied right now with the 1977 team and the 2007 team, I should say. So yeah, one more win will get them the 12 wins and first District 3 crown and most wins. So that's what they're going to be going for this Saturday. It's definitely going to be a good one. Okay, also happening on Saturday, Penn State traveling to Maryland for the season finale. To chat about that, we throw it to LNP's Mike Gross.
It's Penn State and Maryland in the regular season finale for both teams on 3:30 Saturday at College Park, Maryland. The Terps, it will be the season finale. They're not going to a bowl. They're not going anywhere. Penn State is going to a bowl game, maybe a pretty good one, maybe a New Year's Six bowl. They're going for their 10th win, a 10-2 record. And Maryland is 4-7. They've lost 6 of the last 7. On paper, Penn State is a pretty prohibitive favorite. It could be a tricky spot for the Nittany Lions because of, not a whole lot to play for and kind of a weird situation on a holiday week to be going on the road. And the Terps like to think of themselves as Penn State's rival and certainly a recruiting rival. So it's a little bit of an interesting matchup, I think, and we'll see how Penn State sort of manages this situation down in Maryland on Saturday. It's the Terps and the Nittany Lions, a 3:30 start on Saturday at Maryland. I'm Mike Gross for LancasterOnline.com.
All right, should be a good one between Penn State and Maryland. Should be an interesting one there. I know that's always a fun trip with crab cakes, and I don't know if they're playing the Ravens Stadium or not, but I know the last time they did, I went with Mike, and it was a blast. So anyways, all right, so we had 3 LL League teams in field hockey and soccer compete in state title games over there this past week, and I believe on Friday and Saturday. To recap all that, we throw it to LNP's Tim Gross. Tim, take it away.
3 Lancaster-Lebanon League teams played in state championship games Saturday. In field hockey, Penn Manor captured the program's 3rd state title with a 2-0 victory over Downingtown West in the AAA title game. The Comets finished the season 28-0. And a pair of boys soccer teams settled for silver as Lancaster Mennonite fell to Quaker Valley 3-2. in the AA title game, while Hempfield lost to Conestoga 4-0 in the Quad A title game. Lancaster Mennonite's Ben Lefevre was one of 4 players from Lancaster County who were named to All-State Boys Soccer Team. He was joined by Ephrata's Andre Petrushev, E-Town's Colin Wyan, and Lancaster Country Day's Matthew Lane. I'm Tim Gross for Lancaster Online.
Okay, Tim, thanks for that. Awesome fall sports season for the LL.
Yeah,
well done.
sure.
Well done. Fantastic. Speaking of fall sports, make sure you're checking in here, Lancaster Online and in print. All of the fall sports all-star lists are starting to pop up. Already been asked a million times, when one of the football all-stars coming out? That'll be next Wednesday. November 29th is the season-ending LL football banquet over in Mount Gretna. Section by section all-stars, individual awards, and LL Coaches of the Year for all 3 sections. We'll get you that next Wednesday night on the 29th, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, guys, and we don't have a Glory Days this week, but I'm still looking for submissions there with all the winter sports, wrestling, basketball, and whatnot starting up. If you guys have something that you think is interesting, pop open a scrapbook and get the picture to us to sports@lnpnews.com along with your name, team, year, any other pertinent information. We can feature it right here on the Glory Days segment. All right, Jeff, another show in the books. It's going to be a fun one this weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys out there. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week.